This episode was made possible by the Sitson Group.
We had a lovely breakfast this morning, and then we noticed that op die oever isn't your usual guest house. There are weird things in the living room. This is interior decor. This is not the only one.
The BMW 450X. This is the bike I did the African Namakwa Rally with in 2014.
Toch is dit uiteinde niet. Come, have a look. This is Koos Rugeloos that we've been following for the last couple of days.
Because I was always a BMW man, I decided to buy a KTM 990, and I was actually thrilled with this bike. And I started using this bike for our more serious tours that we do around in the Matra Pits and so forth.
But now there's also F800 GS Adventure. Why would you need that?
It's an awesome bike for the ride. It's a mid-sized bike. They do not give problems as such, so it's a very reliable bike to use into Africa. This is a 2006 model 1200 GSA. My son was less than 5 years old when he actually started riding with me on this bike. And at 18 years old, he used this exact same bike to do the nationals on the Limpopo Trials for the GS Trophy. He won that, and then he went on to the nationals, and they are now going to Albania with the South African team. So this is the bike he grew up with. Today, this bike belongs to him.
It's his bike now.
It's his bike now. This is the LC, the liquid cooled. We mainly use this bike for long distance touring with a wife on the back and sleepovers and that kind of thing. Other than that, it's just here with a bit of TLC.
You're a very, very lucky man.
Yes, Pierre.
You're a very lucky man.
Yes, I've been blessed my whole life with bikes.
Yeah.
The legendary Drakensberg mountain range stretches from the Eastern Cape through Lesotho, forming the boundary between KwaZulu-Natal and the Free State, into Swaziland and past the northern stretches of Mpumalanga, all the way into Limpopo, where the last of its buttressed peaks ends in a crescent shape, the tail of a dragon, curling past the town of Tanin. Today, we are going to aim for one of the most iconic mountains in this northern part of the Drakensberg, the wild and enigmatic Wolkberg, the Cloud Mountain, with Sirala Peak towering over its rolling plateau.
Right, gentlemen, off we go. Today is going to be a bit of a test, I believe, if you look at the damp roads and the rain that we are leaving in. But I'm looking forward to it. Adrian, don't fall today, okay?
I'll try not to, Pierre. I'll try not to. Remember I said last night, we are lucky it didn't rain, but today we got the rain, so we'll see.
Today we got the rain, that's right. So let's see what happens on the mountain, because obviously the mountain's still in the clouds and it's still raining there. And you've seen the roads we had previously, the slippery roads, they're dry, but they're shiny. So we'll see what those gravel roads are doing now with a bit of water. Lekker gents, let's stay on top and let's not fall.
Straight off the bat, the mountain greets us with thick fog, slippery gravel, and slow but constant rain. And as if that's not challenging enough, the long arm of the law is also out to get us.
Right, gentlemen, ideally this should be done in weather like this, going up the mountain. But I believe that everything will be fine. So, let's see what happens. Henry, you've ridden this part before, ne?
Yes, I've been here. It's awesome. It's awesome riding. It's beautiful.
In the rain?
Not in the rain, but in mist, I have. So first time in a bit of a drizzle, yeah.
Ek het net my bike ook mooi inkry.
We head further and further into the valley, through the mud and rain to our first stop for the morning.
Nie wind gaat wees nie.
The rain that's been falling since the previous night has turned this little creek into a watery paradise.
Bit wet and slippery, but it's fun. That's adventure. So it's still awesome. Yeah.
Did you check out that no bike sign when we entered the forest?
We did.
Ja, we doen.
Oh, we did.
So we're not supposed to be here.
No.
But Gerrit manages it. Gerrit has contacts.
Yes.
The general public, you're not allowed to ride here. You have to speak to Gerrit from Op Uber. He's your go-to man. I'm worried a little.
Also a bit worried. There's two perspectives here, I think, guys. I don't know if you can agree with me. The one is the adventure factor, that it's something different.
Yes.
And you want to test your own skills and your comfort zone. But the other one is the safety factor.
Oaks, there's no cell phone reception here. If you screw up, you screw it up.
Yeah. Well, either way, where we are now is at the bottom. So we're going up that way or up that way.
It might also be that on the other side of the valley is right.
Yeah, then there's sunshine there because it might be low clouds just hanging in the valley.
Let's attempt this, guys.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the top, let's make a final call then.
Agree.
Right?
Okay? Ons stoot nog so bietjie.
Maar ek dink as dit terwyl dit reën, dan dink jy dit gaan glad wees. Maar as die son skyn, dan dink jy dit gaan nie glad wees. En dis wanneer op check Frans is af.
Wacht, dit gaat Frans even af. Oké. Wie zit Frans? Wie zit?
Nou, haal net die stapje uit mijn helmet uit. Oh, je kop. Hé? Maak op, we gaan bloeien.
Ons hebben zijn helmet ingesteek.
Ja, stok in zijn helmet in.
Hoe diep is hy?
Ja, gaan dan moet fiets.
Net 'n krappie.
Sorry man, hè. Nee, ons het tools hier vir daai.
Staan net daar vir 'n foto. Staan vir 'n foto.
Jy moet optel voor sy petrol uitloop. Dis soos 'n jagter.
Wow, wat jy kyk staan hy soos 'n pop wat hy geskiet het.
Die bike die pad uit die bike optel.
Dis hulle reg is. 1 2 3. Of van 'n helmet stand uit.
Dit kom baie lelik wees.
Ja. Moenie jy van hier af so daar.
Hy het toe hy val, toe het hy gedans.
En daar oor jou voete geval.
Ja.
Dis wat gebeur het.
Ek het my voete.
Ja, jy was reg op en toe trip jy daar.
Okay, so we're on the road again. The slipperyest snot piece of road. After we had Francis' little incident, we are very, very lucky. Just a little bit of a cut on his forehead. And Dr. Fritz stitched him up. Dr. Fritz stitched him. Dr. Fritz did his thing. But the good thing is there's blue sky ahead. And there is a little bit of sun coming through the clouds. So we might have a bit of a view on top. But we'll make the call just in front here. Hi, Fonny. Nice one. Nice deep one. Lekker Fritzaal. Nice deep ruts. This isn't too bad.
No, so far so good.
It's rather easy riding, to be honest. Nice little vehicle, you see weight distribution here. Almost in my ass.
Oh. help.
Okay, stop. Stop. That's fine.
Wie het geval?
Frans omgevallen is dat ding.
Die ander?
Nee, Frans. Verkeerde wiel en verkeerde stoot.
Oh, maar weet.
Ja, is alright. Kijk, kom stil op. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Looks okay. Everything looks fine. But it's a mental thing. Once the first drop happens, immediately you get tired. Immediately it goes, I'm the first guy to drop my bike. I was there yesterday, exactly the same spot. And it took me almost a whole day to start relaxing and trusting myself again. Because the ability is there. He rides that bike like a king. It's now here.
But the slippery bush track gets more and more treacherous by the minute. Not only catching out Fani, but also pulling France into another 180-degree spin at the same spot.
Dis 'n kopgame hierdie. Nou. Kyk, jy sien waar ek staan op die mos. Weer mos is so mens maar links hou.
Met jou is hierdie 'n walk-in.
Nee, hy is glad, nee.
Life is about choices. The choice you make determines the outcome of your day.
Yes.
We still got quite a way to go to get to the top.
Yes.
And the conditions are not perfect and
Not suitable, yeah.
And everybody has realized that it is quite snotty, yeah. All right. So we do need to get to the top. There's no doubt about it. We've got to get to the top. The choice we have to make is who is going up to the top to get what we need, and possibly who's going to wait here for us and we come down the same way.
We'll make a call.
Yes.
I would like to stay here with France, because then I can make us a cup of coffee and we can relax, and we'll get you back when you come down.
I'll get the guys on top and then we'll take it from there.
Een vir almal vir een.
I'll say.
I think it's time me and France have a cup of coffee and reminisce about our days in the army.
Do we have rum?
We don't have rum, no rum.
You bring us.
Go and get some nice views.
Okay.
Go find out how it looks like. Bring me photographs. I want to see.
Yeah.
From here on in, we split into two groups. Gerrit takes the guys to the steep, technical climbs up the cliffs ahead, while France and I search for a spot to brew a cup of coffee. Well, that's of course until we find another nasty surprise.
Okay, so me and France decided we're not going to stay for coffee. As we just discovered, he has a gash in his shin about yay deep. Instead of a coffee, we're going to cancel the coffee.
Yeah.
We're not going to make coffee here. No. We are heading to Ngaka, Dokotela.
Yeah.
In town.
In town.
Doctor, and we're going to check if we can fixie. So back down the road we go, and we'll meet the other oaks when they come down from the mountain, which isn't that far. I mean, look at that. There it is, at the top. That ridgeline there, those cliffs. But off we go to the doctor.
While the rest of the crew struggle up the very steep, wet trails, France and I find our own challenges on the way back down into the valley.
The back slipped out. Gear lever got bent back badly. Wow, this is actually much better. So we're taking it off, and luckily we have an anvil close by. So and we're beating it into submission and putting it back on the bike. And then we go down the hill because we have an injury. I think this is the last little bit that we're going to go up the hill. We've decided to stop, and we are letting the tire pressures down, even though we had a huge debate about it. Yeah. But at this point in time, we are willing to do whatever it takes to get to the top. And Bob's uncle. We'll have the discussion with Pierre when we get back.
Yeah. No arguments.
A little bit of a funky kink in it, but that'll work. Kelly, we're fixed.
Okay, wag. Kom ons kry hom bietjie terug. Laat jy level staan. Ja. Hy gaan plaas. Gaan hy plaas? Kom ons draai. Okay, 1 2 3.
Okay, so the doctor says 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and then everything would be finished. Will be finished. So it's probably going to be the quickest amputation in the history of the Tsenin Mediclinic. 15 minutes. It's not a lot of time. But Franz seems to be okay. The problem is I have to phone his wife now. I'm going to have to tell a lie. I'm not sure what it's going to be.
That you have time to think.
If you think, you die. Well done. Well done. Well done. It's going to have to be a small lie because the truth will come out eventually. No. I'll be honest about this one. Franz is having a molar removed. That's what I'm going to tell her. Franz?
Yes, Pierre?
Are you going to lose the leg?
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
The doctor said I must just look after it, then I'll probably survive then.
Damn! We're out of luck.
And while I'm waiting for France to be Frankensteined back together again, the rest of the guys are heading up the iconic Wolkberg plateau and treated to the sight of yet another waterfall cascading down the cliffs. These steep hills covered with grassland play a vital role as water catchment area for all the communities at the foothills of this mountain, providing daily drinking water to hundreds of thousands of people and feeding the tributaries to two big South African rivers. The area is managed as a crucial ecological system and has been designated as a protected wildlife area since the late 1970s. Sirala Peak towers over the plateau that forms part of the greater Wolkberg Conservancy. This is one of the best kept secrets of the Limpopo, and truly breathtaking in every sense of the word.
two options now. If we turn left where we came from now, then we're going up toward the Rocky Horror, up to the Iron Crown Tower. But we decided to take the escape route because we went Black Label. The Matlapitz River is one of only 2 rivers in the world that flows in 2 directions.
What?
From the origin of it, the one that goes west flows into the Greater Letaba River, and the one that goes east flows into the Matlapitz River, which becomes the Olifants River, yes. Okay. And we're going to pass that now.
The last stretch of the way home is called the Forest Drive, for obvious reasons. The guys switch off their bikes and free down the mountainside, enjoying the scenery and the silence. Just to once again be treated to the magnificent sight of a focal point of nature's energy.
It was quite unbelievable coming down this mountain with no engines on. Just listen to the silence.
Stunning.
Amazing.
The Forest Drive, as we mentioned earlier, is a natural forest. It's also restricted for bikes. A lot of people believe that bikes stuff up the area. We don't at all. We don't even pollute it with noise or with engine fumes. That's why we freewheel down here and we just enjoy the nature. There's water flowing from all over. It's all those springs as we mentioned earlier on, that the water just flows out of the ground, down the mountain, forms rivers, all into dams, and that's the water source we've got.
Beginning. The beginning. The beginning, yeah.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, our first waterfall was here. Listen, boys. We had a flipping amazing day today.
We did.
This is now our last stop for the day.
Exactly.
And from here we're heading home. But it just kept on getting better and better and better.
It's just wow. It's just wow.
The guys return to Oppie Oever grinning from ear to ear, while Frans and I were self-medicating.
Bra, here we are back together again.
I missed you.
Rarig. Thank you, pal. We didn't even offload our bikes. I'm still in my knee braces. Me and Frans just went for the brandy. We needed medication.
Yeah, we had a good time, guys.
We did.
Yeah, you guys were
awesome
on the mountain.
Whoa. There, man.
The mountain. Average ride for average oaks, ne?
No.
I would say in GS trophy terms, it would be a red route. So not for the average rider, no. You saw today, I mean, what was it? From mist to rain
It
to
rains
sun
and
to,
it changes.
and it changes immediately.
It was just an absolute pleasure.
What a joy. You know we've got an oak here called Koos Rukulus. Hello, Koos. Tell us, you're going to the GS Challenge in Albania, part of the South Africa team.
Not part of, winner of. Huh?
Winner of.
Yeah. Winner of the GS Trophy South Africa. Do you know what the best thing about he's got half price on tire life for the rest of
For the rest of his life.
Yeah?
It's impressive, bro. It's
Yeah,
impressive. I think you're a little mad though.
That's only okay now, 5 back tires and 1 front.
5 back, 1 front. But good luck, and we're thinking of you on the GS Challenge. Skop Albanië is 'n gat.
Yeah.
We're in it. Go Team South Africa.
Well done, yay!
Lekker.
I'm definitely returning here.
Are you going back?
Yeah, definitely.
I've also been nominated for adoption. So I will be coming with my dad.
Well, will Dad adopt?
Dad will be coming with my dad.
Will be coming with.
Your son-in-law. Son-in-law.
Yeah! Yeah! Where are you going to marry? He only has a female Rottweiler at home. But thank you for joining us on this episode of Footpeg Diaries on the Dragon's Tail.